The topic of my story is to document the isolation of modern suburban living, specifically the loneliness one can feel despite the abundance of people nearby. My intended viewing audience is one interested in exploring the meaning and value of life and how people relate to one another. As such, a museum or wider publication would be the ideal viewing audience. The audience needs to know about expectations of modern middle-class living in Australia and their parallel to the old neighbourhood connectedness prior to viewing. The audience needs to feel discomforted by the clashes between idealised suburban happiness and the realities of isolation, which I intend to construct by using visual language, experimenting with high and low viewpoints, as well as side-on, distant viewpoints and converging line viewpoints in order to construct a sense of distance and isolation from others despite physical proximity, as well as a sense of observing covertly in order to communicate the disconnect. I also intend to experiment with light, contrasting brightly coloured and well-lit shots with more sparsely constructed and contrasted shots to create a disconnect between feelings of hope and disappointment. My greatest challenge at this point is trying to construct images that are more emotive than descriptive, which has become somewhat difficult due to the ability to create contrast in outdoor settings. There also have been challenges presented with trying to construct a focal point for some shots, as it is difficult to focus on one part of a scene when things cannot be moved around. However, I have been presented with some opportunities as the outdoor settings have allowed for taking of wide-ranging shots as well as intimate ones, which is helpful in contrasting the isolation and intimacy.